don't have that paperwork in front of me to comment on that.
Question number 5, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Social Development. Does she stand by her statement in relation to the work and income security breach that, quote, "I'm going to be as upfront and as transparent as possible, and I will put as much information out there as I can as we work our way through this process"?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, within the statement's context, yes, and that's why we have said we would respond in 2 weeks, and we have released the entire Deloitte's report, made an extensive proactive release of the information relevant to the report, and have been responding to OAAs as quickly as we possibly can.
Jacinda Ardern.
Mr. Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister, why will her department not contact all of the individuals affected by the work and income security breach?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, because they have been following the Privacy Commissioner's guidelines, which states quite clearly if a privacy breach creates a risk of harm to the individual, those affected should be notified. Each incident needs to be considered on a case-by-case basis. It is their advice that they've had. It's by working with those guidelines, also with the advice of Crown Law, that they shouldn't all be individually contacted.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister, how can she or MSD be sure that only 2 individuals accessed people's private and personal information when, in response to Keith Ng's recent post, someone noted in the comments section, quote, "When I was on one of those kiosks a few months ago, I did the same thing"?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, it's the information that we have is that only 2 people did, and that we got all of that information. And well, I'm not going to take comments from a blog, as I'm sure that member won't. We have, as I said, we have got the 2 people that have come forward. No others have. It is to the best of our knowledge that only 2 people access the information.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary to the Minister. Did Janet Grossman receive a termination benefit upon departing her role as the head of Work and Income?
I'm not sure. I'm at a loss to know how. If the member could maybe reword the question to make it obviously relate to the.
Mr. Speaker,
question.
Did Janet Grossman, who was head of Work and Income during the period that the kiosks were rolled out, receive a termination benefit upon departing her role as the
Honourable Paula Bennett.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Chief Executive and the State Services Commissioner are responsible for all employment issues, and it's not responsibility of a minister.
Jacinda Ardern.
Mr. Speaker, why was it not an operational matter on the 14th of June 2012 when in this House she said in relation to Grossman's departure that, quote, "Her husband has had job opportunities in the UK and she wishes to return back there. That is the reason for it"?
Mr. Speaker, I understand that the member might have pre-written her questions, but I didn't say it was an operational matter. No, I'm responding to it. So I didn't say it was an operational matter. What I said was employment issues around payouts are that of the State Services Commissioner and the Chief Executive, so she should listen to answers.
Question number... Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
The Minister didn't make any... No, it's a point of order. The Minister has been inconsistent in what she chooses to answer.
Well, no, order. Order. Now, the Minister disputed part of the member's question and said that what the member included in her question was wrong. I was about to get to my feet and interrupt the Minister because I thought she was not answering appropriately, but she actually made it very clear she was disputing part of the question, and she's entitled to do that. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Will an employment investigation into 4 individuals restore the public's confidence in her department's approach to privacy?
The Honourable Paula Bennett.
Mr. Speaker, I think it goes well beyond that. I have absolutely no doubt that public confidence in our ability to hold information has been shaken. We stand up, we take responsibility for that. We need to fix it. It is going to be evident by the work that we do to restore that faith in us that needs to be done. It's not just about 4 individuals.
Question number 6, Mark Mitchell.
Mr. Speaker, to the Minister for Economic Development. How is